Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a presentation by Mr. Roy Nicholas Mandey. Roy Nicholas Mandey is the chairman of FAPRA, which is the Federation of Asia Pacific Retail Association, and APRINDO, which is the Indonesia Retail Merchant Association, as well as the President Commissioner of PT Cinemax Global Pacific. He's also on the board of PT Matahari Putra Prima TBK and PT Matahari Department Store TBK, as well as the Vice Chairman of Public Policy and Small Medium at Indonesian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He is a member of World Retail Congress. He previously occupied the position of Manager, Sales and Marketing at PT Megapolitan Developments TBK, Partner at iCash Global Rewards and Loyalty, Manager, Sales and Marketing at PT Era Graha Realty TBK, Manager, Sales and Marketing at Megapolitan Group, Senior Account Director at PT Rainbow Sipta Uttama, Associate Director, Corporate Communications at PT Multipolar TBK, and Vice President, Malls at PT Nadyaputra Investma, which is a subsidiary of PT Multipolar TBK. He has also been the Senior Vice President of Public Relations at Lippo Group and Manager, Sales and Marketing at PT Sentul City TBK. Mr. Roy Nicholas Mandey received an undergraduate degree from the University of Jayabaya. Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, he wears many, many hats, and we're very excited to invite him on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and welcome Mr. Roy Nicholas Mandey, Chairman, FAPRA and APRINDO. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our extinguished chairman, Mr. Corin, as a chairman of the Retail Association of India, and the committee of the Retail Association of India. Too many. Maybe I cannot say one by one. It's very honor to attend this Retail Association of India, yesterday and today especially. Mr. Komar, yes, the CEO of the Retail Association of India. I was invited from him as our delegation from the RIA and in the FAPRA, Federation Asia Pacific Retail Association. And all of you, the participant and the speaker and the guests, especially in this event. So, in this morning, I want to share about the situation of the modern retail overview. Some of the information given to you at the global, including the Indonesia, India, and the Southeast Asia, and also some at the Asia Pacific. And then, how about the situation, the retails, or especially the economic in Indonesia, as I said to Mr. Kurin, we try to continue, not only attend this event, but taking a collaboration among the APRINDO and RI, Retail Association of India. So many things can collaboration. I feel this is this city like my city too, Jakarta. The weather is the same, almost the 27, 28 degrees. And we have many same about the taste, food, beverage, because we are at the same family in the country of Asia, the continent of Asia. Okay. Let me share several pages about the modern retail overview. May I use the pointers or using the next? Okay, next. Okay. Yeah, this is my introduction about myself. Right now, I'm to be as a chairman of the Federation Asia Pacific Retail Association. Yes, Mr. Kumar, my colleagues at the FAPRA. And I was appointed at the November 2022 till the September 2024. So the next leaders or the chairman of the FAPRA will take at the chairman of the Sri Lanka, Mr. Murali. Yeah. I will give to the position of the chairman FAPRA at the APRCA, Asia Pacific Retail Conference and Exhibition at Sri Lanka at 4 to 6 September in this year. So Retail Association of India invited to come, especially the chairman and my colleagues, Mr. Kumar, and all the retailers in India. So we can see the Retail Association of India was put at there. Yes, we are the same region in Asia Pacific. Yeah, there are we can see that there are 20 countries in the Asia Pacific: China, Fiji, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia by APRINDO, Japan Retail Association, Mongolian, Myanmar, yeah, and New Zealand, also Philippines, Singapore, Sri Lanka, and then Taipei, Chinese Taipei, and Thailand, and also the Vietnam. So the FAPRA can to be as one of the vehicle when we are talking not only about the literation, about the how to the topics and the talking about the retails and the future retails and any kind of the situation of the retails, but also we want more collaboration and synergize. We can exchanging product among the countries of the Asia Pacific through the Retailers Association. So I hope that the FAPRA will continue to the next decade and next year, not only to be as an organization, but also to be as a collaborator, yes, and the aggregator for each retailers, for each association as a member of the FAPRA. Okay. Yeah, I'm to be as a chairman of the Indonesia Retailer Association. Is very welcome to collaboration and synergize with the Indonesia retailers. From yesterday, I have many friends, new friends in the retailers India. So I'd like to invite all of you how to take a possibility, yeah, take the opportunity how to sell the product from your retailers, from your as a sources when you are to be the producer. Not only the product for the customer, food and beverage, but also the technology, the platform technology can expand to the Indonesia. And APRINDO will facilitate. Yeah, we will connecting, we will connect, we will arrange about the all things when you want to enter the Indonesian market. And also, we hope that we can enter to the Indian market through your retailer, through your association, Retail Association of India. That is an aim that came from my member to say to these things about the next collaboration or the next synergize. I'm also the committee of the Trade Chamber Indonesia. So anytime, anything what you need to know about the market Indonesia, we will prepare it and we will send to you. Okay, this is the member of the APRINDO. We have around almost the 600 members. Not so big with from the Ray. Yeah? Ray is more than the members of retailers in Indonesia. 600 members, the retail corporation, and almost the 50,000 stores among the nationwide. Among the Indonesian, all Indonesian. We have, our retailer was located at almost the 17,000 island. Yeah, Indonesia have almost the 17,000 island, all the Indonesian. So, okay. Yeah, I entered my presentation. I try to giving the information about the economic outlook global and Indonesia, as maybe we knew from any sources, but this is for remind, and this is for knowing about how our position right now. Yeah, consumer product companies right now was already changed, yeah, because the macro trends and the sector trends can make us changing about the market, about our retailers. Yeah, the macro trends, as we can see the fluctuation of the climate. Yeah, the climate change. We have the big issue with the climate change, the situation changing of our climate, and the record inflation. Many situation right now in the globally, the inflation is very high. Yeah, some country, yeah, like the Latin America, some at the Turkey, yeah, the inflation is around more than 50%. Yeah, almost some countries almost the 60%. So this can be impacting to the situation of the economic at the global. Economic slowdown, as we know that the growth of the economy from any countries right now was declined. And the geopolitical instability, yeah, war of the Ukraine, war at the East Arabian, is Israel and Palestine is still happen right now. And about the sector trends, we have faced it with the changing of the customer. So we cannot sell the product anymore only, but we have to sell about the experience for the customer. We have to sell about how to make it leisure to the customer when they want to buy something or when they want to enter our retailers. Because the changing of the customer right now need the attention and need the touching from us, not only selling the product and they can change it, the shop or the retailer to another one. So changing customer is one of the challenging, yeah, in our retailers in this decade. Private label competition is also, and supply chain issue. Yeah, in Indonesia right now we have a deficit. Yeah, our supply chain, especially like rice, and my government was already take a permission to your prime minister to please help us, please help the Indonesian, because the productivity rise in Indonesia does not complete, cannot fill to the needs of the customer in Indonesia. Sugar also, yeah, rice, sugar, yeah, that is the supply chain issue. And there are many countries have a supply chain issue with the other commodity. Labor shortages, that is the one of the issue in the situation of the weak of economy. Yeah, this is the situation Indonesia right now. According of some institution, IMF, World Bank, ADB, OECD, we can still run at around the 5%. And we can see your country is more than Indonesia. Yeah, you are heading at around almost the 6. Yeah, and yeah, we can see that India, some of the institutions say to you at the 2024 more than 6. Yeah, you are to be your country to be as a one champion, the champion of the growth of economy in this year and the last year also. So that is a very amazing when any countries is going decline, but your countries is very performs. Yeah, especially the countries with the geopolitical situation, they are going to the decline. Yeah, global macroeconomic the GDP growth is slowing down. Yeah, we can see from the countries. Yeah, too many things happen. So the growth of economic in the countries in the global is slowing down. Yeah, this is the global macro environment according to the G20. India is also the member of the G20. Last year in Indonesia to be as a host of the G20. So we can see that any countries right now is fluctuation, not going to the up, increasing, but going to the decrease. So for the Indonesia, private consumption or the household consumption is a best performance. So it means that anything products for the customer and the customer will buy, will spend the money, this time it's the moment. Because the biggest one of the private, the biggest one of the GDP came from the private or the household consumption. Yeah, this is the growth of the economic. Yeah, any countries we can see the advanced countries is going slow down, but the emerging countries is going up. Yeah, this is the recapitulation. Okay, for information from the global powers of retailing in 2023, top 250 retailers show significant in revenue growth. Yeah. So we can see the other retailers is going decline, but the other retailers is going increase. So there are the minimum retail revenue, average retail revenue, and then maximum retail revenue. This is the survey from the McKinsey. And we can see the apparel and the accessories. Accessories is one of the products that's demanding, yeah, in the customer. Yeah. FMCG is also, but apparel and accessories is one of the demanding in the customer. So for the Southeast Asia, there are around 8 countries in the Southeast Asia. This is for information to you. So modern groceries in Thailand is number 1, yeah, and Indonesia number 2, and the rest is number 3, 4, and so on. So when we are talking about the growth of the modern grocery, so that is the opportunity, yeah, when we want to enter the market. So from the McKinsey, yeah, I try to collect some data from the McKinsey. In the Global Retail Development Index 2019, Indonesia positioned at the 5th rank, but your country is the 2nd rank. Yeah, with the market cap almost the 1,202 billion US dollar. Indonesia around below of 400 billion US dollar. How about the 2021? Yeah, you are still the 2nd one, and Indonesia increased to be as a 4th rank with the numbers of the national retail sales. How about the 2023? Is still processing. I don't have the report because the McKinsey does not submit the report. Okay, about the Indonesia economic snapshot right now, the GDP growth full year 2022 around the 5%, and the inflation around the 2.8%, so below the 3%. So the situation in Indonesia right now, before the pandemic COVID, the inflation around the 3 to 3.2%. But after pandemic, the inflation below of the 3%. So that is the successful of the government when they manage the 2 policy, we name it the fiscal policy and the monetary policy from the Central Bank of Indonesia and the Minister of the Finance. So they are well managed to make inflation lower than before the pandemic. Okay, we have the trade surplus for the situation at the 2022, 44 billion US dollar, and 2023 little bit weak, but still surplus around the 31.22 billion US dollar. Okay, as I said, that household consumption is the biggest contributor at the economic in Indonesia, yeah, above the 50%. Government spending around the 7.5, investment around the below of the 30%, and export and import we have a plus 1.7, yeah. And this is the news for the opportunity when we are talking about the goods, when we are talking about the FMCG, when we are talking about the commodity that needs for the customer. Because the purchasing power and the spending money from the customer is still quite strong. Yeah, this is the Indonesia. Yeah, from the east to the west, we have around the 17,000 island, and with the 278 population, below of the India again. India India right now is the first rank, right? India and the mainland, but after that USA 375 population, and Indonesia 278 million population. So the spreading of the consumption among the islands, we can see that the Java island is more attractive than the other island. And the strong at the west, Indonesia, and the central and the weak is around the east of Indonesia. The weak, it means that there are many opportunity and still promising, yeah, the market in the central and also the east of Indonesia. Yeah, this is, for instance, one page about the situation about the products, because we are talking about the retailers. So I just want to share about this information. Foundation is still growth, yeah, chocolate, yeah, candies, mineral water, yeah, and many things. This is the survey from the Nielsen. So we are still promising country when you are talking about the opportunity and wants to open and expand the market. Yeah, this is the photo from our retailers, the groceries, yeah, any kind of and also the basmati rice also available and the retailers in Indonesia. The best rice, yeah. You have the best rice. Okay, this is the fruits, yeah. This is any kind of the customer needs and the primary needs and the daily needs, yeah, daily groceries, yeah. This is talking about this is before the pandemic, not at the pandemic and not now. This is talking about the new open store before the pandemic. That is a very huge consumer to come to the retail Indonesia. Yeah, this is the season of the Idul Fitri, the Muslim. Indonesia has to be as a Muslim countries, almost the 70%, yeah, 230 million, and every year they have a season of the Idul Fitri. Okay, I come to the resume. So in this era, in this decade, just only giving you the some pointers, some suggestion. Yeah, we have to take a different action. We cannot anymore to run the business, the retailers, with the same action or with the old action. From many speakers in today's summit said about this matter. How can we change our business model? Not only any longer with the standard or the conventional model. We cannot go to the comfort from the owner, from the principal side. But we have to change to the comfort for the customer. How to take the platform of the digital, platform technology with any circumstances, with any platform to support our business retail. That is the mean of the difference action. This is not so easy to change our paradigm, to change about our situation, the last situation, but that is a must when we are talking about the changing of the globally, changing of the customer, changing of the all kind of these things in our life. Embracing the changing customer, going for the market share. We have to reach and raise for the market share. Thinking about how to raise the market share, not only the standard result. Creatively transforming. How to creatively transforming? By the digitalize. We cannot stay anymore with the conventional method, but we have to adoption the technology or the digitalize for make the efficient, make more faster. Yeah. We have to creatively transforming, to be as a relevant about this situation. Driving data is more important right now. Profiling your data customer, profiling your loyalty data. You have to capture the customer data, when they buy, how much they spend the money at your retailers. Reach about that things. And prioritizing of the environment, sustainability, and the government. Talking about the climate change, talking about our case. How to make it the climate is going well with the conscious about the protect the climate. Prioritizing ESG is one of the key importance in this era. Okay, what's the difference? On the left side and the right side. On the left side from in the States, talking about the thinking. And the right side from the States, talking about the touching. So it's so different. How to touching and how to thinking. So that is the challenges in our mind, in our reality in this decade. So we have to produce, we have to transform, not only thinking, not only touching, how to use, think and sell your product. Yes. Okay. Daniel Fat, thank you. And it's very appreciate invited me. It's to be honored in this attend the retail summit of Association India. Thank you very much. I back to the host.